Hi everyone, welcome to another water flow. This is a vinyasa inspired class. So we're going to be moving one breath per movement. We're going to start here in a seated position. So when you're ready, come cross-legged. Hands are going to be resting palm face down on your knees. Just start by closing your eyes, tuning out all the distractions from the outsides of your mat. So just focusing on yourself within the four corners of your mat. And deepening your breath. So feeling your sits bones sitting really heavy on the earth, sinking down, and then bring the top of the crown of your head all the way towards the ceiling. So you're rooting down and then you're reaching up. That's going to draw length in your spine, slight tuck of the chin, and then bring your hands towards your heart center. Maybe even feeling your heartbeat. Taking a moment to pause, finding gratitude for yourself and making it to your mat today. 3 breaths together. Release your exhale. Take an inhale through the nose, fill up. And then exhale with a sigh. Pressing your chest into your thumbs. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh. One last time, biggest breath yet. Inhale through the nose, holding at the top. And let it all go with a sigh. Releasing your palms face down. Slight open of the eyes, soft gaze. Bring your chin towards your chest and start circling your head one direction. Going twice around. Pausing anywhere that feels good. And then once your chin makes it towards the center, you're going to switch. And continuing practice, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Ujjayi pranayama. It's going to build heat in your body. And then coming back, tall spine, ground your sits bones in, and start to take your torso in big circles over to one direction, making them as big or as small as you like. You can be super dramatic here. And then switching. Just waking up the entire spine, bringing some fluidity. And then coming back to center. Sit up really nice and tall. Maybe notice a shift already in your energy. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Take an inhale. And then exhale, twisting over to one side. It really doesn't matter which side you choose. Just pressing that back hand into the earth, lengthen your spine, and then using that front hand to twist deeper. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then coming back through center, inhale the arms up, and then switching it over. Again, using that back hand to press your spine nice and tall up, and then front hand to twist towards the back of the room. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then coming back through center, reaching the arms up, and then hands through your heart and down by your side. You're going to check the crossing of your legs. You're going to switch. So just release your legs. And then opposite foot is going to be crossed on front. This is usually the awkward grip that no one likes to sit in, but we're going to sit in it today. And you're going to reach your arms up and then walk them forward. So melting your head towards the earth, just rocking side to side. Again, trying to push your sit bones into the earth, and that's going to ground you so you can extend your torso forward. Maybe taking those rocks over to the right side, over that right knee. Extending yourself so you can feel this length in the left side of your body. Maybe bringing that right hand behind you. And then walking it over to the opposite side. Reaching that right hand as far away as you can, and then taking that left hand behind you. Trying to reach out of that waistband. and then coming forward, and you're going to come all the way through into a tabletop position. You're going to ground the tops of the feet into the earth. You're going to keep your hips over your knees, and you're going to walk your hands forward into puppy pose. This is going to feel really slutty, and that's good. That's what you want. You're going to want to flip your sits bones up behind you, resting your forehead on the mat, walking your hands as far forward as you can. If this is too hard on your shoulders, you can spread your hands wider. If you want more, you're going to come up on your chin, flipping your butt up towards the sky, just letting your chest melt, making sure those hips are directly over the knees. Take an inhale breath, and then exhale, press your chest towards the mat. Inhale breath, exhale, press and lengthen, and then we're going to slide all the way down into a Sphinx pose. Hands are going to become into a number 11. You're going to rest your chin towards your chest once again and just let your head drop. Rolling your shoulders back. Tailbone softens down, slight tuck. Reach your head back up. You're going to lower all the way down to the forehead, and you're going to rock your hips side to side. Just getting some movement in the lower half of the body. And then hands are going to come on the outsides of your mat. You're going to inhale, lengthen the chest up using the strength of your fingertips, and then exhale, lower. Maybe bringing those fingertips closer to your chest. Inhale up, and then exhale, lower. Now flattening your palms right next to your chest, you're going to push up. Up dog, roll your shoulders up and back. This can be a super lazy one. It's just the beginning, just starting to wake up our body. So rocking side to side, massaging the front of the hip bones. Taking this at your own pace, and then coming back through center. You're going to push your chest forward, take an inhale, and then exhale, sit back, child's pose. Take a moment here, and then walk your hands off over to the right, dragging that left hip bone down. Left hand reaches away from you. Take an inhale into that left lung, and then exhale. Walking back through center, over to the right. Sitting in that right hip, right hand away from you. Take an inhale into the right lung, and then exhale, let it go. And then walking forward, we're going to come up into a seat right here. You're going to inhale, arms come up, and then exhale, right arm under, left, eagle wrap. So pushing the elbows away from you, slight tuck of the chin, breathe into the back of the heart space. Take an inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Release, shake it out. Arms back up overhead. Take an inhale, and then exhale, left arm under right. Tuck the chin. Elbows away from you. Take an inhale, and exhale. Imagine the heart space just opening. Inhale, and exhale. And then releasing that, shake it out. Coming into a tabletop, few cat-cows here. So dropping the belly, look up, inhale, and then exhale, press the mat away, push the spine towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, and then exhale, press the mat away, dome the upper back. And you have been here before, you know how to take it. So taking these cat-cows, any way that feels good today. You can add some wrist stretches. You can circle the hips. Just taking a few breaths on your own to explore and do whatever feels great. Two more breaths here. Even out whatever you're doing on each side. And coming back to tabletop, you're going to tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the hips, coming into downward facing dog. Taking the first couple breaths to walk your dog. Pedal your feet side to side. Maybe sway your hips. If you really want to get deep into the stretch, you can grab the outsides of your mat and push your chest towards your thighs. 2 more breaths on your own. And coming back to a still down dog. Pressing the palms firmly into the mat, you're going to plug the shoulders back. Eyes of the elbows are going to rotate forward. You want to think of connecting your lower ribs to your upper hips. So suck in that belly button to your spine. And then hips are reaching back. Soft bend in the knees, heels reaching towards the mat. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, tippy-toe the feet, bend the knees, and then slowly tippy-toe all the way to the front of the mat. Hands or feet come as wide as the mat. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Again, taking this as dramatic as you would like. This is your practice. I am just here to guide you, and you can take it however you like. You don't have to be doing any of this right now. And then coming back to center, you're going to rotate your toes outwards, heels in, drop the butt, hands come to heart center, press those elbows into the knees, spread the collarbone wide, shoulders roll down, soften the tailbone down, take an inhale. And exhale, the right arm comes down, left arm up. You can stay here or you can half wrap or bind. Pressing that shoulder into the leg and the leg into the shoulder. And then switching it out. So hands come to heart, left hand down, right hand up. Take an inhale. And exhale, bind or wrap. Do whatever you did on the other side. And each side might be different, so just taking it at your own pace. And bringing awareness. Awareness is key, people. Hands to heart center. You're going to plant the palms and you're going to step or hop it back into plank, lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And exhale. Tippy-toeing the feet, bend the knees, step up, right foot, left foot. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. You're going to grab that left wrist, reach it up and over, stepping that left foot behind the right, taking a side bend. Inhale through center, switch it out. Grabbing the right wrist, reaching up and over, and then stepping that right foot behind you. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step it back, right foot, left foot, lowering halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And exhale through the nose. Inhale, tippy toe the feet, bend the knees, step up, left foot, right foot. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, grabbing that left wrist, reach it up and over. Take that left foot behind you, side bend. Inhale through center, grabbing the right wrist, over to the left. Coming through center, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now stepping back, left foot, right foot, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And exhale. Inhale, tippy toe the feet, bend the knees, stepping or hopping up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hands are going to come through your heart and down by your side. Sitting it back, Utkatasana. Reaching the arms up, sinking the butt low. If it's too uncomfortable to have your hands above you, you can have them sitting at your heart center. You can have them sweeping wide. You can have them on your knees. Do whatever you want here, but just sink the butt low, soften the tailbone down. building some heat into the legs, rolling the shoulders back, tucking the chin. Take an inhale, reach your arms up if they're not there already, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing the palms down. You're gonna hop, step, or float it back, lowering through your chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Take an inhale. And exhale if you need a sigh, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Pressing the palms into the mat. You're going to glue your left foot to the mat. You're going to reach that right leg up and opening up your hip, knee towards the ceiling. Starting to circle that top leg, bringing some fluidity into that hip joint, maybe circling the ankle. And then pausing in this, try to reach your knee as high as it can to the ceiling. And then step it through. Dropping the back knee, you're going to bring your hands inside that right foot. You're going to kind of turn those right toes out. And you're just going to be really lazy here. This is lazy lizard. So we're just getting into the hip. You can rock side to side, letting that knee fall out. You can take a twist here, just sinking in to the mat. If you're feeling pretty open, you can bring your elbows to the mat. Just finding your pose and sinking into it. And then bring that right foot in so it's parallel to the mat. You're going to pivot that bottom shin, and then you're going to reach your hands off to the left. So that right foot is parallel with the sides of the mat, and that back shin is parallel with the back of the mat, if that helps your brain. And you're just lunging, reaching those hands away from you, reaching up and out of that waistband. And you can add some bouncing here. This is just opening up the inside of the hip, the inner thighs. And then you're going to walk your hands all the way to the back. That front leg is going to extend. So right leg is straight. You're sitting on that left knee. Shin is still parallel to the back of the mat. You're pushing the hips forward, rotating that chest towards the sky, plugging that shoulder back in. Take an inhale, expand the chest towards the ceiling. And exhale, pushing the hips forward, getting really long on that right side. And then right hand comes down, you're facing the back of the mat. So that right foot is tucked and it's still extended. Left knee is still on the ground. You're going to push into your hands. You're going to reach that left leg up and opening your hip, stacking, and we're switching sides. So starting to take that top leg into circles, whatever you did on the first side, do here. And then switching directions, circling the ankle if you did. And then pausing, reaching that left knee up towards the ceiling as high as you can. And then you're going to step it through, drop that back knee, walking that left foot out to the left, coming into that lazy lizard, matching sides, which the sides can be completely different, and that's okay. There's no need to push yourself to try to match, just bringing awareness to the polarity of the sides, and then working every day, every pose to become more balanced. So if you're more tight on this side, maybe pause the video and spend some extra time opening up this hip. And you do that every day, it will add up. Or your body's just perfectly designed and you don't need that. That's pretty great too. Maybe walking that back foot back a little bit deeper, coming on your elbows if you did for the first side. And then walking that left foot in so it's parallel with the side of the mat. You're going to pivot that bottom shin, and then you're going to reach your arms out to the right. So sink into those hips, maybe adding some bounces or pulsing here. Your legs are staying stable as your chest is reaching out and away. We want length here, length and depth. So depth in the hips, length in the upper body. And then sending your breath to those spaces. And walking your hands all the way now to the front of the mat. So you're going to keep the legs as they are. You're going to extend that left leg. You're going to reach that left arm away from you. Take an inhale. And exhale, pressing the hips forward, plugging those shoulders back. Gaze is just soft. Inhale and exhale, press those hips forward. And then coming back to the front of the mat, you're going to come into a plank, lowering all the way down to the belly. Take an inhale and exhale back, downward facing dog. So starting to build a flow here, we're going to first start by holding the poses, and then we're going to take it one breath per movement. So inhale, right leg comes up, now squaring the hips, toes face down. Take an inhale, and then exhale, step it through, drop the back knee. Inhaling the arms up, coming into Anjaneyasana. Just taking the first few breaths here to get our postures right. You're going to be softening the tailbone down. So slight tuck. The right knee is going to be directly over that right ankle. And you're going to be shooting the hips forward. Hips are like headlights, so they're going directly towards the front of the room. And then you're going to inhale the arms up. And then exhale, straighten that front leg, coming into half splits. So this first one, getting alignment check. So hips are directly over that back knee. Front heel is pressing into the mat. That's going to activate the whole back of the hamstring. That's going to bring stability into this pose. You're going to lengthen your chest forward, gaze is down. And if you want to watch me on this first one, we're going to tuck those back toes. We're going to shift our weight back and forward. We're going to pop it up into standing L. So we're going to use momentum here, lifting our chest forward. Hips are square, back toes facing the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, forward fold. Feet are together. You're going to inhale, rise. And then exhale, bring it all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, and you're going to take it back, vinyasa. So it's a super short, easy flow. Taking it one breath per movement. It's going to get us really into our bodies, and we're just going to flow with it. So taking it on the left side. So left leg comes up, take an inhale, and then exhale, step it through, drop the back knee. Coming up, Anjaneyasana, finding our form first. So starting at the ground base, planting that front foot into the mat, making sure that left knee is over the left ankle, tucking the tailbone slightly, knitting those ribs in, and then pressing down in that back foot. That's going to bring stability too. Inhaling the arms up, sinking the hips, and then exhale, half splits. So hips are still over that back knee, pressing the front heel into the mat. You can be on your fingertips for this one. Plug that left hip back, press into the mat with that back foot. And we're doing that shift forward. So I like to tuck the back toes. You're going to almost sway it back and then pop it up, throw your hands forward, take an inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, bring your feet together. Inhale, stand all the way up, get nice and long, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms so you can walk or hop it back. Taking it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. So now that we know the sequence, we're going to take it one breath per movement. So right leg comes up, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sweep it back. You can float the hands or place them on the mat. Inhale, you're going to throw it forward, standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up, get nice and long. Exhale, forward fold, melt. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, shoot it back, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can take this at your own pace if you're going faster or slower. I am just the guide. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step it through, drop the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, shoot it forward, use your core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Again, right leg comes up. Exhale, step it through. Dropping the back knee, inhale the arms up. Exhale, sweeping the hands back. Inhale, shoot it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hopping it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, Vama. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Back knee down, inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands back. Inhale, shoot it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking it through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Last time on each side. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, step it through, drop the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come back. Inhale, pop it up. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet into the mat. Rise up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms. Hop it back. Vinyasa. Last side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step it through. Back knee down. Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, taking it through vinyasa, clear out the spine. Down dog, and then taking it into child's pose. Take a rest here. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. So returning to your breath, feeling your heartbeats, going a little bit faster, slowing down, lengthening your breath. The rest of practice is grounding, slowing down, you've earned it. I'm coming up through tabletop when you're ready. I'm going to fix my mat because it got a little crazy in here. So tabletop, downward facing dog. Walking your hands all the way back. You're going to grab the big toes with your thumb and peace sign finger. You're going to keep your knees slightly bent. You're going to inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, pull the crown of your head towards the mat. Your elbows are going to be shooting outwards, but you're plugging those shoulders into your back. You want to create this connection from the top of your thighs to your torso. So that just means you have to bend your knees to get there. So you might be all the way down here. It's totally cool. But get that connection, upper half of the body with the lower half. Take an inhale and exhale, lengthen the crown. Inhale and exhale, release that, shake it out. Bringing the backs of the hands towards the mat. You're going to be stepping on your hands. So you're literally giving your foot a high five. Same thing here. So bend those knees until that upper half of the body rests on your thighs. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, draw the crown of the head towards the mat, pulling the shoulders back, elbows out, away from you to the sides. Take an inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Nice, letting it go, coming into plank, flowing through your vinyasa. Vinyasas always feel so delicious after that because your spine is all nice and juicy and long. All right, coming to down dog. You're going to sweep that right leg up and then exhaling it into pigeon pose. You made it. Congratulations. This is like the best pose ever. If this pose isn't working for you today, you can come onto your back and take a figure 4. But if it is, just sinking down, resting your forehead on your hands, walking that left foot back, and pausing. Sinking into your mat. Few more breaths. If you want, you can pause the video here and take this as long as you want. If you're ready to come up, you're going to push yourself up. Now I'm going to be turning facing away from you, but you're going to keep the legs exactly as they are. You're going to roll onto the right hip. That left foot is going to come up. So you're seeing the back of me right now. You should feel very blessed. That right foot is going to come next to the pubic bone, and that left foot is going to press into the mat, those left toes towards the ceiling. Parshva Janu Shirshasana. So this is sideways Janu. So you're going to inhale, lengthen the chest forward. You're going to lengthen the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and then you're going to reach and bend over towards that left foot. You're going to draw your chest towards the ceiling. You can rest that top hand on the back of the head. That always feels nice. But your legs are staying super grounded and that chest is twisting towards the ceiling. You're feeling this huge side stretch on the right side of the body. One more breath. And then release. And just for fun, that right hand's going to press down. You're going to lift the hips, sweep them forward. And then coming back to a tabletop. Just taking it through a vinyasa, clear the spine. Meeting in downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. And exhale. Left knee comes through, dropping it into pigeon. So finding your pigeon, finding your pose, and then melting into it. If you took figure 4 on your back, go ahead and get there. And then once you're there, melt. On your inhales and exhales, just watching the breath move in and out. It's there to help keep our mind distracted from everything else. Maybe walking that back foot away a little bit further. And then if you pause the video on the other side, do so now. If you're ready to come up, pressing yourself up, rolling on that left hip. Now you get to see the front of this pose. So left foot is going to be right next to that pubic bone. You're pressing that right foot into the mat. It's going to ground you down. You're going to inhale the arms up. You're almost twisting over that bent knee, and then you're going to come over that right leg, feeling that whole entire left side just open up, rotating the chest towards the ceiling. You can grab that left hand behind the head to support. That right foot is staying flexed, so flex and then press into the mat. Breathing into that entire left side. And then coming up and over, planting that left hand down. You're going to push the hips forward, sweep it. Coming into tabletop at the front of the mat, taking it through your last vinyasa, clear out the spine. And then hopping it through onto our backs. So we cannot have a completed practice without back bends. So we're going to do 2 back bends today. Pressing your feet into the mat. Your hands are going to rest by your sides. You're going to roll the shoulders down. Slight tuck of the chin, lengthen the spine. Pressing into your feet, you're going to use the strength from your legs to push yourself up. So your butt's actually relaxed here. You're using your legs to push your hips towards the ceiling, pressing your chest towards your chin and your chin away from your chest. If you want, you can push your hands into the mat or bind them underneath, depending on your shoulder mobility or just depending on what the hell you want to do today. 2 more breaths here. See if you can use the strength of your legs to push your hips higher. And then melting them back to the earth. Taking 1 breath here. Inhale. And exhale. So you can take bridge again if you want. Upward facing bow. The legs are going to stay the exact same. Your hands are going to come right by your ears. You're going to plug your elbows in. So your elbows are not going to be flaring out. You're using the backs of your triceps to strengthen them in towards each other. Take an exhale, and then on an inhale, pressing up, push into your hands, walking your feet in closer together. Parallel your feet so they're in line with the sides of the mat, pressing the chest towards the back of the room. Tailbone softens down. You're not squeezing your butt, so relax your butt and then use your legs to push yourself. For 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down, hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Hugging that right knee into your chest, you're going to extend that left leg nice and long. Squeezing your right knee up into that shoulder, creating that compression in the right side of the body. Take an inhale and exhale, twist. Rotating that chest towards the ceiling. You want to imagine the top of the right hip pressing away from that right shoulder. And then just melt into your mat. And then coming through center, hugging both knees into your chest. Keeping that left knee in, extend that right leg long. So right knee is pressing into that shoulder, squeeze, and then taking it over for that twist. Take an inhale and exhale, feeling that opening in the entire front and side body. And then coming through center, knees into your chest. You're going to bring your feet up towards the ceiling. Hands come up for dead bug. So everything is just super relaxed here. You're letting all the blood flow drain into your heart space. This pose is clearly called dead bug for a reason. Letting that blood flow down from your feet, through your legs. We do these cooling postures to cool down the body and get us ready for Shavasana. So I invite you to take time out of your day to create that rest at the end of practice. And if you're ready for that rest, you're going to hug your knees into yourself. Give yourself a squeeze. And then release your legs nice and long, setting up for Shavasana. So getting super comfortable here. Legs are going to come nice and wide, arms nice and wide. Getting all the distractions out of the way. And pausing the video here to take your Shavasana that you've well earned, well deserved. If you're ready to wrap up practice, you're going to plant your feet flat, hands onto your belly, just taking a moment here of gratitude. Rolling off towards your right side. And before you come up, just bottling up this feeling of bliss you created and taking that with you as you push yourself up to a seated position. Hands are going to come back onto your knees, palms face down. Just close your eyes, hands come to your heart, pressing your chest into your thumbs. Noticing the difference you created in yourself within that short amount of time. And honoring yourself for giving you this much needed time to connect and breathe and bring fluidity in your practice and into your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very grateful for your support and your presence, and I hope you make it a wonderful day. Namaste.